are there any specific programs that were beneficial to you while you were incarcerated or immediately after you were released?
It was a little different for me, to be honest with you. Like I did 5 jail days before the light went off, right? And the last time I went to jail, the 5th time I was upstate, and I was tired. My family was tired, and I was in the parole violators group upstate, SCI Albion. And Miss Ransom was her name, the facilitator, and she said something that made sense, because guys was complaining, you know, about DOC this and problems and, you know, and they should be doing things different. And she said something that stuck with me that made sense, that helped change me. She was like, if you don't like the way we do business in DOC, stop bringing us your business. And that's what did it for me, to be honest with you. I was like, you're right. I'm no longer a customer. And by the grace of God, 10 years I've been home. I ain't been back since.
Wow. Yeah, that was dope. So when you say programs, so when I walked out of York County Prison in 2009, I think that there may have been programs, but one thing that, and I know like Tavon, you're doing, and it's just a lot of other programs, it's like, it's more accessible. You know, we're talking about it more. Like there was things that was going on that was right here in York, and I didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to say no, but I will say, and this goes back to a few questions, but I will say, you know, like with the mindset, it didn't take a program to change it, but it was the mindset. So, you know, like when my mom died in jail, I'm not dying in there. Like I miss my mom dearly, but I'm not going back in there. You feel me? Opportunity. So it wasn't a program, you know. And I always give kudos to Mr. Maldro. Like when I came home in 2009, I worked in like factories and things like that. But then in 2012, 2013, he gave me the opportunity to be a hall monitor. One of the best jobs I've ever had. That right there was my program, because now, as someone said, I wasn't a mentor, I was a role model. You understand? So it was like now that opportunity allowed me, even today, every day, because like you said, I'm one step away from going back to jail. All I gotta do is one little dumb thing and they got a bed waiting on me. But when you got these little people that when I walk in a room and they see me and they wanna hug me and they loving on me, that's my program. That's my program, you know. So every day my program is, and I go to say it again, is more graduations and less funerals. Come on, you understand?
I take a shot at that. For me, it was different for me. It's just having to find out what was a real friend and what was a true friend. A friend to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I had to realize that it wasn't a lot of those. And I had to learn how to become comfortable with being coached by friends who told me what I need to hear, even when I did not want to listen. So that was my first program, to realize that all these 100 guys that I think is my friend, is not my friend, is this one guy who's telling me how to get my butt up, stop making excuses, get up even if you're tired, you put the same time in to get into trouble, so you can put double time in to get out of trouble. So that was my first program, peer support.
Before I got out, they had a program called a reentry program. Basically, it was with an agent. The agent was just placed in SCI Chester. And basically, this class had taught me how to deal with like budgeting my money, how to mess with like credit cards and debit cards, and basically like living under supervision. So basically, it got me prepared to come home. Basically, it was like everything you need to know as far as just getting yourself together and being a man. So that's basically, that was good for me.
I like that.
Yeah, just one more. I did mention the RDAP program, which is, you know, unfortunately, it's only available in the federal system, so it was definitely something that helped me a lot. But when I came home, you know, and hearing Judge Kraft talk about having that flexibility as a judge, we established a program. We started in Dauphin County, and then we did it here. It was called the Successful Ex-Offender Mentoring Support Group. That program was piloted in Dauphin County with myself. Shout out to Marsha Banks, who represented the female side. But the two of us were selected to be the first formerly incarcerated mentors to those coming home. Now y'all, most of y'all know there's a law that if I have a felony and you have a felony, we can't hang with each other. We both going back to jail. And we ended up having, at that time, Mike Pottinger, who is over Dauphin County Probation and Parole, eventually the state, he actually established the opportunity for us to have that program. The reason why I'm sharing this is that sometimes the programs have to start with us. You know what I mean? Like, because the programs that we ended up, and this is the beautiful part, I love, Judge said that she was showed a panel. There was a time where I was sitting in the probation office and a guy was being brought in for smoking weed. He got caught by his PO. His PO come to visit. He's smoking weed on the porch. And the PO's like, he didn't put it out. He's like, you might as well take me, let me get the letter, you know, whatever. So he's bringing him in to lock him up, and he sees me, and from seeing the success of our program, recidivism rate at 8%, if you took 18 months of the program, he said, you can either go back to jail or take Queen's program. I need y'all to understand the power that I did 10.5 years in prison, and now I'm an alternative sentence for someone else not to go to jail. Wow. So, when we talk about programs, if it doesn't exist now, create it yourself.
I just wanted to thank my sister Tiff and my brother on the end. He spoke about some of us didn't chose prison, prison chose us. And I say prophetically, prison, without prison, those lessons I say about having a foundation and having a program, my sister Tiff said, New Hope Academy Charter School was that program for me. Gentlemen Isaiah Anderson and Samuel Sutton took a shot at me right out of prison. They seen something in me at that point that I didn't see within myself. And given said, as I began to work and impart my gifts, most of which I wasn't sure of and didn't even know of, until I had the ability to spend some time alone in the cell, I was able to impart that knowledge and share, here are the things that you don't do, and what you do to keep you out of that situation. And if I could share with anyone, one of the biggest things, get a mentor, man. Get a mentor. I have two of my mentors. One of my first mentors, Reverend Moses back there, and my other brother Sharif in the audience right there. Those two guys played pivotal roles in my life, as well as my new role models on this panel up here. I do a lot of talking. I chose to be a little bit more quiet when I talk. I just thank everybody for sharing. Thank you, bro.